Hey everyone, this is Hafizullah Masoudi and you're watching From Code with Hafiz. I welcome you to the 12th video of this series where we will discuss HTML media or multimedia. So the first web browsers had support for text only, limited to a single font in a single color, but later came browsers with support for colors, fonts, images and multimedia. Now, first of all, what is multimedia? Well, multimedia comes in many formats. It can be almost anything you can hear or see, like images, music, sound, videos, records, films, animations, and etc. So, web pages can often contain multimedia elements of different types of formats. So, HTML supports only MP4, WebM, and OGG video types, and for audio types it supports only MP3, WAV and OGG audio types. So first of all, what we have is the HTML video element, which is used to show a video on a web page. So to show you some examples, let's open our video tags here. So let's say video and let's close it, and for the video we have the width, so let's say width, and let's declare it 400, and let's also say controls, and inside the video element what we have is the source, so let's say source, and let's close it like this. So for the source we have the src attribute, and for this one I already have a video in my project directory, so let's say example underscore video dot mp4, and for the type let's also say video and then slash mp4. Now we can also declare another source, so let's copy this. So we can have multiple source at the same time. So for this one, let's say it's a OGG file, and I already have a video, so it's the same video but its extension is different, so let's say OGG. Now let's also declare a default text here, so let's say your browser does not support HTML video. Now if we save this and refresh the browser, now you can see we have our video, and if we play it, it will be played. So in here the controls attribute adds video controls like play, pause and volume, and it is a good idea to always include width and height attributes. If height and width are not set, the page might flicker while the video loads. Now the source element allows you to specify alternative video files which the browser may choose from. The browser will use the first recognized format. So the text between the video tags that we declared, for example this your browser does not support HTML video, will only be displayed in browsers that do not support the video element, so that is for that reason. Now we can declare the autoplay attribute to start a video automatically, and to show you this one, let's declare the autoplay for this one, so let's say auto play here, and if we save this and refresh now, well, it's not auto playing, and the reason is that the Chromium browsers do not allow autoplay in most cases. However, muted autoplay is always allowed, so we can add muted after autoplay to let the video start automatically but muted. So to show you this one, let's get back to our text editor, and in here before autoplay let's say muted, and now it will be played. So if we refresh now you can see it is being played automatically. So if I refresh again, you can see it's being played, but this time it's muted. Now there are defined methods, properties and events in HTML DOM for the video element, which allows you to load, play and pause videos, as well as setting duration and volume, etc. There are also DOM events that can notify you when a video begins to play or is paused, etc. For this we need to use JavaScript, so I will leave it to you. If you want to learn more about HTML video, you can search in the Google and find more there. Now next up, what we have is the HTML audio element, which is used to play an audio file on a web page. So to show you an example of this one, let's get back to our text editor, and let me remove this video tag now because we don't need it. And now let's open an audio tag. So this will be audio, and let's close it. So audio, and for this one we also have controls, so let's say controls, and we also have the source for it, so let's say source here. And for the source, what I have is the src, so I already have a example audio file, so let's say example underscore audio dot ogg, and for the type, let's say audio slash ogg, and we can also declare an alternative source. So let's copy this and paste it again. So this one will be mpg, so let's say mpg, and in here let's say mp3. Now we can also declare a default text, so let's say your browser does not support the audio element. Now let's get back to our browser and refresh. So now you can see this is an audio player, so this is where we can move the duration and we can play it like this, and this is for the sound, and we can also declare the playback speed for it. So for now it is normal. So this is how the audio works. Now it is the same as the video element except for the source and type of the file, which should be in audio file types. So we have the control attributes to add audio controls like play, pause and volume, and the source attribute allows you to specify an alternative audio file which the browser may choose from, and the browser will choose the first recognized format. And the text between the audio tags will only be displayed in browsers that do not support audio element. Now we can have the autoplay attribute for audios to start automatically, so let's add it. So if we add the autoplay attribute in audio tag, so in here let's say autoplay, and again this will only not work because we have to mute it, so let's say muted, and this time it will play automatically. So if I refresh, well, it's not auto playing, so let's see what is the problem. Well, let's add it after autoplay, so I will cut it and add it after autoplay. So let's save it and refresh. Well, it's still not working. Well, in most cases it does not work, so I think that's the reason it's not auto playing. Well, however, there are defined methods, properties and events in HTML DOM2 for the audio element, which allows you to load, play and pause audios, as well as setting the duration and volume, etc. So there is also DOM events that can notify you when an audio begins to play or is paused, etc. So for this we also need to use JavaScript, so I will leave it to you if you want to learn it. So you can search for HTML audio in the Google and find more about it. Now next up, what we have is the easiest way to play videos, and that is using YouTube in HTML. Because suppose you have a video with a format that HTML does not support, so instead of converting videos to different formats can be difficult and time consuming. So an easier solution is to let YouTube play the videos in your web page. So YouTube displays an ID when a video is saved or played. So we can use that ID and refer to that video in the HTML code. So to play YouTube video in HTML, we need to upload the video to YouTube and take a note of the video ID, and then define the iframe element in our web page and let the source attribute point to the video URL. So to show you some example, let's get back to our text editor and let me remove this audio now. And in here let's first create an iframe and let's close it. So let's declare a width for it and let's say 420, and let's also declare a height for it. So for the height, well, this should be height, and in here let's say 315 for example. And for the iframe, we can use another attribute, so it will be the source attribute, and in the source now we can declare the YouTube video URL. Now I already have copied a link for you, so I will paste it here to show you with an example. So let's save this, and everything looks good except for this iframe. So let's put an E here, and now it looks complete. So let's get back to our browser, and if I refresh now it will show the video from the YouTube. So you can see now that it is being shown, and if we play it now it will be played, and now we have all the control that YouTube gives us. Now we can let a video start automatically when a user visits the page by adding autoplay equals to 1 to the YouTube URL. However, automatically starting a video is annoying for visitors, and therefore Chromium browsers also does not support autoplay in most cases. However, a muted autoplay is maybe allowed. So to show you this one, let's get back to our text editor, and in the URL what I will do is I will put a question mark, and let's say auto play, and let's say equals to 1, and let's put an and let's say mute also equals to 1. So if we save this now and let's refresh the browser now you can see it is being autoplayed, and now we have a muted video. Now maybe you wanna hide the controls, so you can do that too. And to do this, let's get back to our text editor, and let me remove this autoplay because we don't need it. So instead of autoplay, we'll leave the question mark, and now we can say controls, and we can make this one equal to 0, and now it will not show any controls. So if I refresh now you can see if I play it, we don't have any controls. Now this being done, it was everything about HTML media. So I hope it was informative and you enjoyed watching the video. If so, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and a nice comment also. And if you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe too if you want more videos like this. So thanks for watching. See ya in the next video.